I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya.
There are no confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Flagler County. However, there is a patient being treated for COVID-19 right here in Flagler at Advent Hospital. That patient is a Volusia County resident, and she'll be interviewed exclusively here on WNZF during a special town hall edition of Free for All Friday coming up at 9 after Flagler's morning news. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Rich Carroll.
Despite no confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Flagler County, protective measures are being taken at government facilities. Entryways will be limited to a single door at the Government Services Building and the Hammond Justice Center starting Monday. There, visitors will be met with a thermometer to take their temperature. Anyone with a fever or a temperature higher than 100.4 will be sent home. Those who are cleared to enter will get a wristband or a sticker to wear inside. Flagler Emergency Management Director Jonathan Lord says the steps, which are being taken in a number of public places across the country, are meant to stop any spread of the respiratory virus.
It's business as usual.
That's how Sheriff Rick Staley described Flagler County Sheriff's Office operations amid a state of emergency due to the COVID-19 crisis.
We obviously would ask the criminals to stop doing their activity during this time of health emergency, but if they won't do that, then they will ride it out at the Green Roof Inn. Keep in mind that the courts have reduced their activities significantly, so you may be in there a very long time waiting for your court case to go to trial.
Staley says either way, his deputies aren't slowing down and they're prepared to stay safe while responding to emergencies.
They have been issued personal protective equipment, and so you may see some social distancing by our deputies when they're interacting with people, so just understand why, so that they may not be as close. They may ask you to come out of your house or business to speak to them if there's a call there. They may ask you to get out of the car and come to them if you're pulled over, and you may occasionally see deputies wearing face masks depending on the type of call that they are responding to.
2 deputies were sent home to quarantine after responding to a death investigation. They were tested for COVID-19 and those tests came back negative. Now they're back to work. Worker and business assistance is becoming available due to the COVID-19 outbreak. With more, here's Tony Magoo.
And we're working on getting out communication right now to make sure that our businesses and employees know that assistance is becoming available.
If your business, job, or employment has been negatively impacted as a result of the coronavirus, you may be eligible to receive reemployment assistance. Here's what you do. Go to floridajobs.org and click on Reemployment Assistance Service Center to learn more about the program. For small businesses and most private nonprofit organizations, bridge loans and economic injury disaster loans of up to $2 million are available to help meet working capital needs caused by the virus. With us again this morning is Julie Murphy, the Flagler County Public Information Officer.
So we just want to make sure that people impacted by the adverse effects of the closures and social distancing measures that have been required know that help will be on the way.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
An information portal is getting increased use by Palm Coast residents. John Arking reports.
Palm Coast Connect is both a website and an app that allows residents to track and receive email notifications about submitted requests, as well as find information on city services and programs. But as Mayor Melissa Holland tells us, it's becoming a very useful tool during the COVID-19 crisis.
We are getting some questions, obviously, around utility billing. There is a concern that if residents are making the choice as we go through this self-isolation period, this distancing period, what does that look like for them financially? The business community, certainly there has been a high level of concern on what's going to happen post-event. Are we going to be able to sustain this? The communications has to be emphasized every single day because this is a fluid event. And so truly we're looking at this on how we can partner and how we can best serve our residents in a way that impacts them positively as they go through this very, very scary event.
Another service they've added is a tab for information about SCORE, a group of recognized executive retirees that are on hand around the clock with advice and support for local businesses. Details can be found at palmcoastconnect.com. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arden.
Are we likely to change our behavior because of the COVID-19 outbreak?
Dr. Timothy Hendricks says it's up to us and the virus.
I guess it depends on how long this lasts and how much of an impact it has on us.
Hendricks, who's the chief medical officer for Advent Hospitals, said that when the H1N1 flu hit about 11 years ago, we got vaccinated against the flu, but now
we can't hardly get people to, it's like 30 to 40% of Americans still get their flu shot every year.
Dr. Hendricks said that the best hope is that we all wash our hands more often because that'll help prevent future outbreaks and the routine illnesses that we deal with every day. To listen to the interview, download the Flagler radio app and then go to the Free for All Friday podcast. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.